The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And 3.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run. It's Henry. Room here to run. Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up, and they're going to hold serve. The defense stops them. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run here with Evans. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, it's Dobbs. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Yards. First down, Colts.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Lindsay first down and more than that. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, right back to Lindsay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Philip Lindsey.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
9-yard line. 2 yards on the play. And the Colts first down.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Rolling to his right. Incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Man open, it's Goodwin.
Dobbs pass.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, Dobbs. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Off play action. Dobbs. And he's able to find Diggs.
Dobbs pass.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Dobbs, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down. To throw again. Dobbs. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
4-yard gain on the play. And
from the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Alert 3. Back. Deuce. Check 52.
Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.
Colts 8.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Leonard on the tackle. Tackle made back at the 22.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
The ball carrier.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Switch.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Incomplete. Intended for Damian Ratley. It's now 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. McCann's kick up and good. And it's now 13-8. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dobbs. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The gun. Dobbs. Now he lets it go deep for... He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Kirk with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's got room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 42 yards.
1st down, Colts.
On 1st down, Dobbs. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquise Goodwin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Off the play fake. Dobbs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Dobbs. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
7.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing on first down. Dobbs looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice gain there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 7-yard line.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. I won't for the sake. Boy, till there's nothing left. When I'm home to the bed until we own it. We own it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep for Hopkins. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll run it again with Henry. Running right through him. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And right side, Henry's got it. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 14.
Butt set, butt set. Check Mike, man. Let's see what you got. Check Mike, man. Mike, man. 60 now. Get in the chair, you up. Don't get nervous.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The quarterback taken down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get smash. Check smash. Pick me up. Here we go. Check Mike, man. I'm going to run you off. Check Mike, man. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check Mike, man. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check Mike, man.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.